Okay, now I've been cleaning up the rough spots on here. You need to get them all off. If you don't, you're going to end up with a dark spot when you go to paint. Now, because the paint will get absorbed in the rough spots much quicker. So we kind of have it basically done for the shaping part of it. We got the face done. And one thing I am going to do is show you how to put the folds in, okay? They're random, but we'll start with the bottom first. So we have one fold that comes up like this and goes up around to the other side. So a little bit of a curvature on the ends make it a little more realistic. Alright, just to about there. And then we'll put another one. Oh, we'll find another place to put it. Okay. All the folds consist of is taking your knife and putting a stop cut in. Now, you want to be careful how you're cutting it because you're going to go across the grain here a little bit, down and around. Okay, and then you go to the top and just start cutting this stuff out. Now, to make this a little bit easier for me, I'm going to spray it with my solution of 50% water. It makes a funny noise now, I don't know why, but it does. Okay, 50% water, and it just helps me from putting too much pressure on that. And then taking it down and across, just like so. Alright, we already made this one stop cut, so we'll just go in here and do a V cut. Now you can use your V tool if you like too, that's up to you. It can make it a little faster, the process a little faster. But I like doing it with a knife. I'm more comfortable with a knife than I am with a V tool. We already did that cut, so we're going to follow that down and around. Alright, so that's one of the cuts. Alright, as you can see, that's starting to merge out. And you know, you can make them just a tad wider. Like this is going underneath this, like this is flapping, this portion is flapping over top. So you may want to take the bottom portion out a little further, and a little more at an angle. You have to think a little bit of what's laying on top of what. So that looks more like it's laying on top of this one right here. Okay? So the next cut we have is in the front. Right here we're going to make like a half circular motion, like a half moon there. And we're going to cut it this way first. You can kind of just go back and forth like this too and just start cutting things out a little bit. That works as well. And there's no right or wrong way of doing it. They had a little, when you do these folds in the clothing and you know, where it would be a natural place for things to go with the clothes, it does make it more realistic look to it. Now I have a couple of little folds right here, right in the front. Not all the way to the front, but a little bit to the side there. But you just put a little bit of a turn on it. It just gives it a little bit more realism than without it. Okay? And I'm going to put one back here a little bit. Alright, see it's merging? Okay, you see that? Okay. We're going to do another one near her knees here, but we don't want to go too close to the knees because that usually doesn't have a curvature to it. Alright, so that's good right there. Let me see what else we need to do here. Maybe another little one right up here, right above the knee. It's a slight one. Again, we're going to put a little bit of a curvature to it. There we go. And I'm going to bring that up and around just a little bit. And we're going to bring this up just like so. Like her clothing is. We're going to put a little one right there. You know, you can choose and pick and choose where you want to do it, but just think about it. You know, before you put the cuts in, think about where this is, and you know where these cuts are being put to give it more of a realistic look to it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that as it is. Let me take a look at the front here. Okay, and maybe one right there. Have me putting one right here somewhere. I'm just looking at what I had there. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be done doing that portion of it. Now we need to put some of the folds in the arms. Now, I have a couple of folds underneath the bottom part. So if she has a bit of a robe, or I just put two like so, and we're doing it at an angle this way. All right. Again, we're going to put a little bit of a curvature to it. We'll be back, folks. We'll keep going with this and then we'll finish it up.